And welcome to the Big T Show, Midnight Edition. Oh man, just trying to do this Big T Show by myself on the fly with two friends now with Ryan, my man Verneuille from the Ryan Show.
Let's go, Big T Show, baby.
Hampton's Dave, Mr. Cheeks, the Ryan Show. We know him, you love him. Thanks for stopping by.
Good to
And
be here.
my new friend,
You can call me whatever you want.
Is that his name?
Kyoto.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Master Chef in the house. Thank you for stopping
Yes.
by, brother.
Use the
That's
dishwasher. Thank you for that.
Very humble.
Listen. We work on team on this show, you know? And so I always say, hey, if you're the 2 bay leaves, you're a pinch of sugar, I'm the 6 cans of sauce. Like, you need that for the sauce to be right. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
two bay leaves missing, the guy cleaning the dishes, you have no dishes to serve the pasta. It's like in Eddie Murphy Raw, the old Jewish guy. It's like, hey, how's the soup? How's the soup? No, how's the soup? How's the soup? Where's the spoon? You know what I mean? Like, he's asking how the soup, but there's no spoon without the dishwasher.
I'm
The
just here for
restaurant.
the dessert.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of which, we're brought to you by Big What Your Mama Gave You.
I've been waiting for this for all night.
Yes. He's very, very excited. We gotta give the prop. By the way, we do have one of the greatest sushi chefs on the entire island, the entire Long Island, right here, Santo The Sushi Chief. We gotta give it. This is Yamaku's finest right here.
And
We
listen,
gotta get the plug in.
I'm sorry. I was just double checking. I'm not a producer. We have my man Reese. We also have shout out to my man Mateo and
Yeah, shout to Mateo.
James for holding it down. James just put out a funny ass review of King of Staten Island does like movie reviews. It's fucking hilarious.
Nice.
Shout out to James and Mateo and Reese holding it down. But listen, new friend, like showing the studio, yo, let's rock out, let's do this. And we're brought to you by Big What Your Mama Gave You. Usually the banana bread
Thank you.
has my blueberries to my roof, but it's coming down to the end of the season. And we got some store bought shit, but let's dig in.
Well done, man. Blueberry, banana, goodness, walnut.
Yeah. And listen, if anyone's up for the midnight edition of the Big T Show, comment below. We're gonna get a little high in the show. We're gonna talk.
We need to get the Facebook audience involved tonight also. We got some questions for you guys if you're out there listening on Facebook. Our friend Santo needs some advice. He needs some legal advice.
Wow.
So we were hoping to come to the Big T Show tonight to get that advice.
Listen, I had an idea a couple of years back. My life was in shambles, you know? Selling blow, gambling all my money
Sounds
away.
great. Are you kidding me?
Real pillar in the community, like just I was doing a lot of my blow. It was a
Good.
party scene. It wasn't like, you know what I mean? And fuck with it. What were we just talking about? I ate a butter brunch cookie before when I was watching the Lakers game and the Jaguars fucked me tonight. What was the point? What was I just saying? What were we just talking about?
Wait,
I lost my train of thought already.
you started going for a different story. You were comparing it to them. Yeah, no, that's all right. Hit the reset button. I'll tell you this: we do have a problem.
What is that?
We have a problem. Santo, our friend here, Santo Sushi Chef, hardworking guy. He's driving his truck. It's what? Midnight? It's late at night. And a drunken driver slams into him, totally in his car.
Oh shit.
We got a little
It's
echo
all right.
there? Oh, please, that's great.
I'm
That's
a,
live entertainment at its finest.
I'm a boomer,
It
but
happens.
so what happened with your truck?
Total. Gone.
You total?
Like Houdini. Taken
Drunken
by
driver
people.
slams into the car. How fast was he going?
Too fast.
Too fast. Got way too close for concrete. So close that he totaled the car.
What kind of car?
Nothing nice, but nothing too shitty. You know, one of those Scions.
Yeah. Well, I'm
That's not the point. That's not the point. There's a problem though. The problem is that what happened? What then happened? That the problem from there was that instead of calling the police, like he should have, and reporting a DWI, he didn't want to be a snitch. So anyone out there, first off, is that snitching? If somebody's wasted, plows into your car, totals your car, and then how much money are you out, technically? Because remember, he's the master sushi chef. He gets injured, he gets hurt, he can't go into work for 3 days.
know about that.
Yeah, that adds up. That's a huge price to pay. So, Sammy, what do you think the damages are for the? And not to mention all the mental suffering you've had to go through.
I can't put a price on it now, you know.
Yeah, what?
Plus interest.
Back in my day when I had a job, I worked for UPS and it was in Canarsie, and I would park on the street because I was always like I would get there on time because you get in trouble if you're not. You know, I didn't no reason to get trying to come after me, and I just park on the street quick, like probably illegally park, blocking the sanitation driveway, and like I was working, and it was like 7:30 at night. My boy called me. He's like, "Yo, your car just got totaled." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to finish work. What's wrong with you?" The car was coming around the bend. They fly over there on Avenue D in Canarsie. Kid with no license totaled the car, and because he had no license, I got to eat the the 6,000 left that was on the payment of the car. I had to pay the rest with a totaled car because the kid had no license, and he got like $150 summons.
What'd you learn from that?
Yo, the world, like the world's not fucked up. It's the punishment. Like you have no license. You're better off driving around not paying insurance and just following the rules and never get pulled over or risk it. And what did they give you? $150
How much
ticket.
trouble did he get in though?
$150 ticket.
Yeah, see.
And like I was talking last week on the show about like child molesters and fucking like rapists and shit. Like how is it not like 80 years, 100 years? And like then in between, like there's scumbags out there arguing to get it lower. Like when people get it for like 12 instead of like 30 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like how is there even like a discussion of fucking that person's gonna rehabilitate? Like all these stupid things that should be a lot more strict. You know what I mean? No license. Like I said, if you drove around with no insurance and played the odds of not getting pulled over if you followed all the rules and not paying insurance, you know what I mean? When you get caught, 150 in the day in the afternoon in the holding cell, that's a breeze instead of paying $400 a month in car insurance in Brooklyn for a red car. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a good point.
but yeah, no, it fucking pissed me off. And I like then you have to do like we said, illegal things to try to get back on top.
Well, this is a legal thing. Now, this is the question that we need to ask the people on Facebook: is what's the next step? Is it too late at this point? It's been 2 months, but this guy needs to get some type of compensation. So, to the Big T audience, what do we do? What does Santo do next?
Only God knows, you know.
Well, I just had an idea.
God Buddha and Allah.
Listen, and Big T, you forgot to mention me. Because behind you I have THC with TV with Big T. And I put up, I said, what do you want me to medicate? Oh, I like to be interactive with my people, see what they want. You know, people watch me, I appreciate it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to grow everything. And they said sushi. So I was like, in my head, when I make the Hello Fresh, they tell me to add butter at the end, it fluffs the rice up. Mm-hmm. Just fucking medicate the rice.
Sounds good, man.
You know what I mean? And we should start medicating fucking sushi. I just had some sushi for dinner and I didn't even know you were coming. You know what I mean? It was by chance. You know what I mean? Like that's some life shit. I'm a big energy person. You know.
We've been doing the medications. We have the spray though. Remember back in the day we had that strange type of spray. But yeah, that's there's a big market for that.
No, but listen, I'll switch it up. I want to try it on the THC TV. I want to medicate the rice, and I'm gonna find another way to sneak it in there.
We should do it at Yamaha.
Oh no, a little. How do you feel about sesame oil getting snuck in somewhere? Is that in sushi cooking? Japanese? Is it Japanese?
I mean, you know, could be anything, you know.
Yeah.
Could be Italian for all we know.
Yeah, no, freaking Italians love pasta, but it was invented that thing in China. You know, noodles.
Is that true? I guess not.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we're crossing cultures, and we all know Japan and Italy's relationship with each other.
And I keep
we all know history.
And I keep forgetting to grab a box of pasta from the store because when I medicated the what did I medicate the other day? The mozzarella sticks with the medicated sauce. I have a whole jar of leftover medicated sauce. I'm dying to just throw out some pasta, pour like a pound of Parmesan cheese on it, maybe a can of Pepsi. I don't even drink soda, but a nice can of Pepsi.
You know what I like to do? I like to make broccoli. I like to steam broccoli and then put it with pasta and almost make like a soup.
Bro.
With this and then oil, and I put pepper in it, and I put so much cheese.
Bro, you gotta drop a little chicken broth in there. I'm telling you. No, a little bit. It brings the sauce together with the Parmesan cheese. I'm telling you.
I put some vegetable stock.
And a little stock from the pasta starch, the pasta water. throw a little of that in there because it's starchy and it brings it all together.
Ooh, that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna try that. I see that. That's the thing. I was telling Sammy downstairs that it's beyond edibles now. You have these are the greatest edibles I've ever had in my life. Since you,
This is a good one too. It's like, I think I made it today actually.
it's like it's a legitimate pastry.
Mine is gone, man. I almost was.
Ha.
I got some smoke if you guys want.
Oh man,
Absolutely.
can't say no to some smoke. I mean, hey, it's COVID-20.
I'm not smoking with you. I'm still not passing to people.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Some people were doing this, were smoking this way long before COVID-19, not sharing. It makes sense.
Listen,
It's disgusting.
listen,
And on that note, are we sharing this thing?
listen.
I think we have to.
In life, laziness and selfishness get a bad reputation. Like, oh, listen, I give back to a lot of people. I'm not saying I'm probably lazy and selfish, but not.
So it's like cleanliness is godliness, man. This is a nice room, I gotta say, Big D.
No, but it's like, hey, I have to get up off the couch to go give you my stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Lazy and selfish sounds where it's at, on the couch with all my possessions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of saying, hey, give me all your stuff and get off the couch and give it to me. That's what that is. Listen to what I said. What would you rather have? Sitting on the couch with your stuff or getting up and give your stuff away to someone else? That's what selfishness and laziness is. And people give it a bad rap. I just love being lazy. Even though I'm always on the move, it's just I'm lazy by heart, so I think that's why I'm always like running around. Don't want to get back to doing nothing, you know?
Yeah, you're always doing something. You're not really ever doing nothing. It's always something.
Oh man, I'm fucking hard. I had this butter crunch cookies. I mean, yeah, I was in the kitchen today. I'm fucking long day.
So much variety too. Like you said, butter crunch cookies, peanut butter chocolate cookies, and was the back of the cookie one straight slab of chocolate? It looked like it was like coated in chocolate, like you dipped it in.
Oh no, it's just a regular chocolate.
No,
Regular cookie.
I guess it's from. Once again, you know, this is the Big T fortress. You're gonna smoke a lot of joints. You're gonna eat a lot of edibles. There are some shows that you have to watch. I don't even think this is one of them, but I feel like it's a whole experience in itself. You watch the same way you're on edibles.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty ripped myself.
That one show at your house that we watched, that crazy show on Adult Swim, with the crazy
Oh,
animation
Mr. Pickles.
Mr. Pickles. I watched it when I was sober, and then I watched it. I hadn't smoked in like a week. I smoked at your house, and I got crazy high to watch the show. And it was an entirely different show than when I had watched it when I was sober.
Yeah, no, that show's awesome. Fucking dog going around killing people, ripping people's faces off. You ever see that on Adult Swim?
Can't say I have, but I can only imagine, though, you know?
So listen, when I do this sushi, you have any tips for me? Like, how am I gonna, like, what should I do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how thin do I cut the tuna? Like,
Just gotta cut it nice, you know, and keep
Cut it thrice.
Cut it thrice. Do it nice, or do it twice, you say.
nice. Yeah, no, listen, that's what medicating. That's what you should be doing out there. You know, we got it. It's called the car for it.
You just gotta slice that rice and milk that fish, you know.
Is that how it goes?
Milk the fish. You want to get as much meat off of every fish as you can.
Ah, gotcha.
So that's when you have this what do they call it? Spicy tuna. They're taking the fish and they're scraping off the tendon. That's everywhere you go, and you just get the purest meat that way.
That's what I had today.
Milk the fish. That's what you guys said, spicy tuna?
Yeah.
Now, the difference between Yamaku's spicy tuna and the one that you probably, I can't tell, I don't know which one you had, but usually it's spicy mayo. Was it spicy mayo? You can tell it was mayo that was mixed in with the tuna?
I'm not sure.
Usually that's what it is, but Yamaku uses tofu as a substitute. So it's like fancy.
But isn't that like bad for men with big breasts?
It might increase, it might make you start milking by the time you know your sushi. But it's delightful.
It's kind of like saying, would you rather trust a skinny chef or a fat health instructor?
Listen, I've been having some beef, for lack of a better word, with some of my people in the neighborhood that sell T-shirts. I want to support your business. I support the shit out of your business. I'm fat.
Yeah.
And you only have up to XX. What kind of? That means you almost have bad business. You would want like fat ass people.
What size are you exactly?
Me?
Yeah.
Triple X.
Triple X. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Triple X forever.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of fabric.
No, I'm gonna. You see those mats in the hallway? I got this boxing class. I'm gonna start taking. I got the Peloton.
That's good. I see you on your bike out there.
Yeah, I mean that's what it is. It's hard to. I go on these long bike rides. I love getting out there, smoking weed, dark shades, headphones
You see
on.
the Photoshop I did for you for this week's Ryan show?
Yeah, yeah,
With you in the betting facilities?
yeah, yeah. With,
Showing
with the
shirt
weed.
off.
Yeah. It was awesome.
That's one thing. It takes nothing to make a funny flyer. If these Photoshops that they have out there, it's just incredible. Super incredible.
So, Ryan, how's everything going with the Ryan show?
Things are going well, man. Thanks to everybody that's part of the team, including yourself. Does everybody on your show know that you're the gambling expert?
It's been known. It's been said. I even do the Big T show, Big Tits, Big Picks of the Week.
What can I ask this?
Oh, really?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so you do the picks, and you've been a part of the show for years. You've been coming on since like the beginning. We've had weed segments with you.
Oh yeah, and then we do a gambling segment. It's a little sticky. You know, I get some picks. I fucking.
Dude, it's fucking hilarious. It's the funniest part of the show is when you come on because remember it's FM radio.
Yeah.
So they don't expect you, and you're ranting and raving and screaming at the top of your lungs, talking about spending just absorbent amount of monies on these gambling odds. And then what also was great is when we'd have you perform stand up on the radio too. So the people that really listen to the show are familiar with your stand up because we air it on the radio sometimes.
I can only imagine that how much overtime you worked that week editing it out.
It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. Especially once again, when you're driving around your car, the last thing you expect to hear, like Sandy and I were giving it a shot, because that's one thing that we're doing different than most places. Most people are making podcasts. We're focusing on radio.
Yeah.
And syndicating the show independently. So we were listening to the hip hop station on the way in here, and it was just terrible. It was crazy. It was some, poppy, auto-tune, mumble rap type of sound. And then we went back to 98.1 in Boston, which is airing the show tonight, 10 o'clock Eastern. Don't listen right now, but next week, Thursday, tune in. This is a special occasion. But, we're playing, like, not only is it, like, funny, we're sitting around, like, shooting the shit, and the other host, to those that don't know, is Mr. Cheeks, the rapper from Lost Boys, who's a character, and Mr. Cheeks is the best. He's ridiculous. And all he's needed forever is his own show. So for us to sit there, and then we can't forget Ham's Day, it all just works, and to have you show up and make these, what they must be hearing when they're driving their car, they just don't expect it. I love it. It's great.
I appreciate the spot. And I am going to talk about it more. Like, I thought we're just, like, we're feeling it out, and it has a mind of its own, and, it's going good, so we'll continue to do it, and just anything you need me to do, you know what I mean? Hampton's Dave, Mr. Cheeks, when he came on the show in the old studio, we ate a bunch of edibles, you know what I mean? Like, I had...
Cheeks loves it, man. He's good.
My friend bust my balls, like, yo, you had a Grammy Award-winning artist on, and all you talked about was jerking off in public, and you wouldn't stop talking.
No different than...
But I remember laughing, everyone was having a fucking great time, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's Cheeks, and one thing I always remember is G-Money. There's this guy G-Money that hangs out with Mr. Cheeks. If you know Mr. Cheeks, you remember the Lost Boys. And the Lost Boys was a huge crew of dudes from South Jamaica, Queens. So when he does a show, he pulls up with like 50 people. And even now, you'll get like 20 people pulling up to shows with him. During COVID-19, the promoters have to call Cheeks like 10 times and say, look, seriously, you can't bring your entire group of friends with you. It's crazy. So this guy G-Money, he's older. He's, you know G-Money, right?
Yeah.
Uncle Hip Hop.
Always repping the big with your mama who gave you the tank.
Always repping it. He rolls up with the big with your mama, gave you tank with the white beater.
With the dark shades.
Dark shades. Big titties, L's up.
Yeah, I was so pissed at myself when I tried reposting that, and the audio didn't play of him saying big titties. That is the punchline. You know what I mean? That's him saying it and repping.
It's crazy.
L's up is great.
It's right.
But him saying big titties is the best. You know, it's almost like Sean the White Rapper when he says it, like big dick pics or something. Like, like people have their own interpretation of what it is, And it's big tits, big pics. If you want to follow me on Instagram,
Great handle. Great handle. It really is one of those great handles.
It was my first social media anything because I was late to the game with everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I jump right in with Big Tits, Big Pigs, let them know who I am.
And your TikTok name's good too. What is your TikTok name?
Big Tits, Big Talks.
Big Tits.
I gotta look at it. It's good for editing and shit, that TikTok
Yeah.
shit. I'm not doing dances.
No, well, you know, now there's Instagram Reels.
I couldn't figure out how to do it. But I wanted to come out dancing when I was Fat Spider-Man
That would have been.
for Big Little T's
I
birthday.
feel like that you did fine. Like you were sneaking around the woods. Do you talk about this on the show yet? You dressing up as Fat Spider-Man and coming to the child's party?
We might have touched on it.
To my child's party?
Yeah, no. It was
One little Big T as you call him.
Little
He's
Big
1
T.
year old or 1 years old, I guess.
a cool little kid, and I was Fat Spider-Man, you know, fighting crime and diabetes.
At the same damn time. And he came through with the because it has the six pack
Man,
built
it's a
into
hero.
it. A hero.
Yeah.
Save the birthday party. Complete save the birthday party.
Yeah, the kids were all. Listen, I did this with this kid from the neighborhood, a little bit of a knucklehead, but a good kid. And as he's driving around, he's like, "Yo, I want to do like that." He was my elf. I'm getting right into the wrong story. I'm all fucked up. He was my elf during Christmas, and the emotion he felt of helping, going around like to just like 6, 7 spots, and giving little kids presents as I'm bigging it up and saying, oh, the whole nine. He's like, yo, like you, like there was some study that said you give someone a present, you feel good for 5 days, they feel good for 3 days. You know what I mean? The person that receives the present feels good for 5 to 3. You know?
Makes sense.
And that give back to the energy. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
dressing up for little kids, like. You know, someone has to do it, and you make the kids happy. You feel good. You know,
No, it's great.
So
Like
going
I
home.
said, someone has to. There's no better Santa Claus than Big T. And I attest the fact that he's great at acting in character too. Because he was saying he was Peter Parker. You were Peter Parker, but also Big T, adding your jokes. And it landed with the adults, it landed with the kids. The really small kids believed he was really Spider-Man. They don't see size.
Yo, that's the
They
thing.
don't see the gut.
When I'm in character, I can't help but do like the little stupid side joke. I can't help but be a fucking idiot.
He goes, Spider-Man's here fighting crime and diabetes at the same time. Saying crazy shit.
Like, yeah, my dad lives out here.
Dead dad jokes.
My dad lives out here.
As Spider-Man.
Catholic cemetery. One lady, I think, I'm not sure who it was. She gave me a look. Like she was horrified. I said that.
Yeah, one lady, my mom.
I'm sorry.
No, it's great. It's amazing.
I'm sorry. I know it was funny.
It was.
Someone, I think they said he doesn't live there. I said he doesn't live in Rockaway. Oh fuck!
Yo,
man.
this studio is looking like too legit. It's crazy.
We have the new art on the wall. If Reese was here,
Yeah,
we have the
if
cameras
they
in
could
there.
only see it, the art on the wall.
Well, we showed it on the other
That's
shows.
fucking big.
It's me and Mateo.
Mateo. Like, what is he in I guess, Daffy Duck?
And then the Joe Jerusalem piece on the wall, the big THC
Seriously,
TV.
amazing. It's definitely looking good here. Yeah. So, what else we got this week for you say Jacksonville screwed you?
Yeah, no, that had nothing to do with this weekend picks.
Yeah.
I was just in the city for a bike ride, going over to George Washington, and my one friend Tony was like, "Yo, I have to put this bet in for my brother," and we were right at the base of the George Washington. I was like pissing into the river, and I was like, "Oh shit, we just gotta ride to the other side, and we're in Jersey, then we can place legal bets." And I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do the 4 picks," which I mentioned the other day on the Big Tits. Big picks in a week, where I get my football picks, 1,000 a week. We're up 2,100 on the year because we hit for 3,100. We lost week 1. You know what I mean? But that was part of a bigger parlay where you do a simple math.
exactly.
I took a third of it, and I dropped a bomb. Lakers over hit, Jacksonville hit. My 14 parlay, which I think is gonna hit Sunday. You know, it would have hit for 17,000. You know what I mean? From riding over to George Washington and putting it in bed. But it lost. Jacksonville, it's a shitty game. Jacksonville fucking Jaguars, but it was fun. I ate an edible, I sat there looking at the game on my phone,
I
the
like
Laker game on TV.
Did he play well tonight, or did he?
I was playing him in fantasy, only like 250.
Well, he's still pretty nice. It's always
But there was people at the game still.
That's why I heard that they're going to be allowing people at the MLB games in the playoffs. Is that what's happening now?
But they just sit far apart.
I'm not sure. I'm not
Oh.
sure how it's gonna.
Well, I think
It doesn't really make sense.
me and my buddy we get season tickets, and either partial plans. One year we had the full plan. That shit was like fucking torture going. Like I don't care how much you love baseball, like going every fucking day.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
It's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of your life.
yeah, it was a long
that's
summer.
Taking with your
And
family.
That's
your
what
job.
that's what I was drinking.
Responsibility.
That was a lot of cocaine.
That's like what Hammond's Day would do. Hammond's Day would like somehow manage to be in like just games in a row. Has anybody ever been to a game with Hammond's Day? It's an experience. Like going to a baseball game with a real Yankee fan, like a super fan that goes and just gets lit and goes to all the bars beforehand. Because there's a whole pregame scene at Yankee Stadium. All those bars outside Yankee Stadium are crazy.
Under the L.
Yeah.
Like I was at the Met game. I was eating my third Oreo king cone. It's this Oreo king cone and a chocolate cone. And I was high as shit. I ate an edible. I couldn't stop eating. I become like a Tasmanian devil. I can't stop eating. Like you know what I mean? I can't. Like, and he's sitting there. He's like, he was complaining about the price of beer. I'm like, yo, that's nothing. They stop you at 7 innings. You know what I mean? I'm eating to the 9th inning. I'm getting a hot dog in the top of the fucking 9th. You know what I mean? They're not stopping me. Like, hey, buddy. They're just telling me you have to drive home. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, you're fucking gonna fall asleep from the itis you eat. So, you know, like, how could you like keep letting me eat but stop letting people drink? And you talk about saving money. And I was like, nah, I was like triple digits buying food at the Met game. Like, it's a lot of money spent, but the food has gotten better. You have rice balls.
Yeah, all these stadiums have some crazy food.
Yeah, some sick ass shit.
Yankees have the steakhouse.
But also the fucking down the left field line, LaBelle's Steakhouse from fucking somewhere in Manhattan. The best filet sandwich with horseradish, fucking
Ooh.
so tender on this brioche fucking bun. I go to one Yankee game a year just for that set with 2 sandwiches. I'm not waiting online for another one. You know what I mean? You get 2 right away, maybe even 3. What?
Damn.
One year, my other friend from UPS, I used to always by accident get hurt in the summer, not the summer off, whatever.
Yeah.
And my other friend from work was hurt. He was a huge Yankee fan, and it was a rainy, shitty Friday night. I was going just to eat the steak sandwich. You know what I mean? Maybe put some action on the game.
Why not?
And you know what I mean? I'm a Met fan.
Yeah.
And I get up there, and so much traffic, and Friday rain. And he's like, "You didn't want to go?" I'm like, "No, I want the sandwich." And I stood like 2 blocks away in the car. He ran in, got the sandwiches. We drove home. We didn't go to the game.
So much better than watching the Mets.
Yo, but the Yankee, that sandwich is insane. My mouth's watering right now. I got the fucking lunch really bad from the
Dude,
fucking
There's
cookie.
nothing like a stadium because they've got to compete. They've got to be good, and goddamn they are. Between the Yankee Steakhouse and just the random stands that are around there, you go to the right one. Like a guy like you or Hams Dave or someone's a major fan. They know where the right food is too around the stadium or in the stadium.
Yeah, like even like desserts from Asia, like with the waffle with the ice cream, the pokey sticks hanging out. They have like such lobster rolls, you know.
Yankee Stadium is a spectacular place. They do more than just Yankee stuff. I went there one time for like a food expo, a couple times, like some type of restaurant expo, and they had every different type of food and every single type of restaurant represented. And they
Yeah.
just give you samples of everything. It's
How's that edible treating you? Yeah, you gotta talk it to the mic.
It's doing a really good job, man. I don't know if it's me or if I'm Asian. What can he do, right?
I was just checking in, just making sure.
I don't know what you did to me, but I feel good.
Have some water.
Absolutely.
But yeah,
These things are crazy. That's the beauty of the Big T show is it takes you out of your comfort zone and it puts you somewhere where you need to be somewhat quick on your feet, even though you have chemicals in you that slow your mind. You awake over there?
I'm here.
listen, the picks, the big tits, big tits, big picks in a week. We're trying with some money. I'm going to Madeline. Been dropping a bomb. I love the Buccaneers money line. What else was the fuck? Oh, the Browns money line. And the over in the Packer game. I'm gonna go and drop a bomb Monday at 10. And then my friend has a hibachi. You see this thing? The hibachi guy comes to your backyard now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And my friend has like 30 people coming to his house for his birthday for a joint game. Projection screen. Hibachi guy coming around. This hibachi fried rice.
We were just alright. Ready for this? Santo is the very first umagoshi sushi chef in the entire world. He's got his own style, umagoshi.
What's that about?
Santo? What is it that makes it different than any other type of sushi?
You have to talk into the mic, Santo, please, brother.
It's really kind of like an acapella, you know. It's very deep. Every time it's different. It's kind of like a style where anything goes, but everything goes.
Get it?
Yeah, so you're just like freelancing on the tuna.
Exactly.
But just because you're so comfortable, you go and it's just like
Yup.
One
some
motion.
ninja shit.
Poetry in motion.
Yeah, you know what you're doing. You know. Listen, you do something 10,000 times, you're a professional. You know what I mean? Then on top of all that muscle fucking memory, you can probably do it with your blindfolded.
You gotta see the guy. You make like 30 sushi rolls. How long does it take to make 30 sushi rolls?
Depends on how I'm feeling, but
Not right. How about not right now, but normally.
Yeah, let's say you didn't have banana bread before you came to work.
depends, man. I feel like you have to look for yourself, man. You know, I don't think I can time myself.
All right, listen. You see these joints we're smoking?
Yeah.
I pack them. I roll them. I always have my tube full.
Yeah.
And my friend who put my shout out to McCoy Upholstery put my oh not McCoy. I said the wrong friend. My other friend asked me to roll some joints in a tube for him, right? And I bought this box. You do like 37 joints at a time. You stack it with these, boom, boom, boom. I timed it was like 33 minutes. I took the same joints, I ground it up at this huge grinder, ground it up, and I stuffed it myself in 26 minutes instead of the machine. I was going fast with the machine. You know what I mean? Like, and I could roll joints faster than that. So like, you not knowing how many sushi, like, what if it was a spicy tuna roll? How long would 30 take?
Oh,
Not long.
probably like two minutes.
What? That's
2 or 3
it?
minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But with that one, you don't need to use the sushi mat. If you really know how to roll sushi roll, it's easy enough. You can use enough rice on it for this.
Oh, do you think I should buy the sushi mat for the THC TV that episode?
You should do it at Yamaki, right? Should we do some type of collaboration at the Q? THC TV at Yamaki.
I could go for a little like 2-day vacation, 3-day vacation
To the
out of
Hamptons.
Montauk, Hamptons,
Bridgehampton. That's it.
the whole
The
East.
sushi legend of Bridgehampton.
I'll tell you, man. Sometimes, man, the guy just surprises everybody, you know.
As they Santo's very intimate with the fish.
What's the most you ever spent on What's the most you ever spent on a fish? A single fish.
No, I didn't know it.
Cause it's been a lot. Cause he's probably done some weird shit for all we know. Like, what have you eaten dolphin or something weird? Have you ever had a dolphin or like a mammal, like a sea mammal?
Nah, man. Nah.
And this is the banana bread saying, no, man.
Yo. Banana.
Yeah, let's face your honesty, Danny's like, if you take the normal, ordinary person and give them one of the Big T King of New York edibles, they will not be able to last and like do an episode of a podcast or something like that. I'm just a psycho. I ate that on an empty stomach.
This is my second one tonight, and I'm fucking ripped already. Just
Seems crazy.
as I ate fucking 19 polio string cheese, standing in the kitchen in the dark waiting for you.
Without sauce or marinara, anything.
No, I was just standing there in the dark, just ripping them open like a fucking savage. Shove my arm in the fridge. I can't stop eating with the fucking once I eat the edibles, man. Like
It's like the only way I can prevent that from happening to me is if I just don't buy it. It's not, you know.
I
Then
know,
then
no,
got-
I mean, no cure his fucking cheese.
Oh, no,
She's gonna
cheese,
kill me.
yeah.
She's gonna kill me also.
It's like diet cheese.
No, it's like it's some
Right.
cool ass paleo string cheese with cheddar wrapped around it. I've never seen it before.
Oh, okay. I know the two like double cheese. It's like
Yeah.
yellow and red or yellow and white.
It was awesome. And then her husband, I'm eating them all. She would yell at me. Plus, I shouldn't be eating them.
You gotta dip those things in sauce.
I was just gonna take those and deep fry those in the medication.
Ooh, that'd be good.
But I did big, huge fucking mozzarella sticks. I should have the video soon. And my friend Guy, air quotes, sat in off camera. You just see his hands, and we're doing something to disguise his voice because he has a city job and we have to keep him on camera. And we got ripped.
How'd you guys do that? You just didn't show
We had
up?
the camera perfect, but it's just his hands. You just see him smoking, eating the mozzarella sticks. Stay tuned, THC TV.
Nice.
Oh man, listen, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get back out there. I've been so fucking busy, man.
Love THC TV. I love the direction that everything's going between the
Oh,
studio
actually,
and
we have,
having your mom co-host it is a great idea.
Yeah,
She can smooth.
we might have. I love my mom. Shout out to my mom, my sister down in
Shouts to your
Florida.
mom.
My brother Sam, my brother, fucking always
Oh, Sam.
holding it down for me. What the hell was I gonna say? Fuck. What were we just talking about? THC TV?
THC TV, yeah, the growth and the direction that it's got.
Oh yeah. Well, listen, I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Hey, I gotta get a pedicure. You know what I mean? Like the Corona, I had to clip my nails
Oh, my
twice.
God,
I had to clip my nails twice. Like I
Yeah.
said, going down, catching some air, getting two, come back up, getting three, even get some air, go get two more. Yo, being a fat guy trying to clip your toenails, it's not good. You know what I mean? Like ricocheting off your face. You know.
Wow.
But I'm gonna get a pedicure tomorrow. But at 8:30, might have some big news. I'm gonna talk to someone about THC TV and maybe going somewhere with it. And
Yeah.
so it might be something big. But listen, you gotta be in it to win it, and we're talking about something tomorrow. So it could be exciting news for THC TV. Stay
Yeah,
tuned.
let's go.
And
Fingers
listen,
crossed.
things will fall into place. The new producer here, Reese, like I did shout out about.
Shouts to the new producer. Shouts to Mateo.
My new camera guy. I mean, you've seen the
Peace
camera
to
work
Mateo.
with the THC
Yes.
TV.
I
Chris,
see
nice.
the camera. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, and definitely want you back on. Maybe have Hampton's Day at the same time. with medicating.
Yes. Actually, I think we're slated to come back in October. I want to say the 14th. What is
Oh,
it the day that Mateo? He locked it in. He got me.
Shout out to Mateo.
Shouts to Mateo. Peace to Mateo.
He runs a tight ship. Look at him on the wall.
Yes, he does. Look at him behind you, looking over your shoulder.
Look at it as a schedule book.
Nah, I gotta say, he's overcome quite a bit, and he is
Yeah, dealing with me.
Yeah,
Anyone can put up with me all the time.
and anyone that could put up with the interns in that contest too. That was one of the greatest moments on our show, was having him involved in all that craziness. There was a huge fight, unscripted. The girls are fighting.
Crackhead Bobby was there.
Crackhead Barbie was there. This one reality star was. I think she was on. I know she was on crack. She was smoking crack there. And Mateo's not. I mean, most people wouldn't want to be around that type of stuff.
Yeah, he dropped out of the intern contest,
He
right?
dropped out at the end. He fled. Well, left the building immediately when the girls started fighting. Well, one of the girls was threatening to come back with a gun. And this is like the type of shit that happens when you are in the hood of Brooklyn and you bring a bunch of reality stars together. And
Crackhead Bobby. She blocked me.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
oh, she blocked you.
Yeah, I hate that feeling. Someone blocked me. What did I do?
Know what you didn't do. I don't know.
Yeah, she's wild, man. You know, she's a street performer that has like a Trump mask on, the Nigerian girl. And she's like rolling around on the floor, like having babies fall out of her, and the Trump mask has like a stupid look on her face. It's dirty, but she doesn't even want money. So like,
Very controversial.
you know what I mean? It's not like she's out there like doing this for a living. She's doing it for the arts. And she was wild, man. She was one of my favorite guests.
I
Thank
wonder
you
what
for
her
that.
deal is. I wonder what her real deal is. She's very.
I said her cousin invented the Nigerian print scam. That's why she has money to perform on the trains.
She's very original. There's a lot of these street performers. A lot of these guys like Prince Z. Shouts to Prince Z. Shout out to these guys that do these like real life acting situations where like the little person, 4'3" giant. He looks like a child. So they dress him up, they put the backpack on, and they throw him off the school bus.
Yeah, that's just funny.
You know, that was hilarious. But
people like, don't hit your child.
don't hit your child. Yeah, I saw them like try to recapture. You can't recapture that moment. That was perfect. That was a great viral video. But yeah, there's a whole that's like a whole genre now.
Powering through. That's why I never eat the edible before the show, but I was like, fuck it, man, I need it. Yeah, I had a long bike ride today. I was like, I had a long bike ride yesterday.
Oh
I
my
went
God.
over to George Washington to put a bet in Jersey. And that's my move now. I'm gonna ride my bike to the city, go to George Washington Bridge, and ride over it, put a bet in, take it back, and take the ferry home.
This delay was tripping me out. I realized that I see it now.
The banana bread creeping up on you.
Oh, it's been crept up on me.
So what else is going on? You got the Ryan Show Sports.
Ryan Show Sports. That's right. Anybody out there that wants to get, we're the quickest source of NFL highlights. Faster than Bleacher Report, faster than ESPN. You don't believe it? Follow the Ryan Show Sports. You know what I'm saying?
That's Mac Daddy
So,
Sports.
Mac Daddy's a beast. I got to give a huge shout out to Mac Daddy. We brought on our friend from childhood. Santo and I, we grew up together. We went to Sag Harbor's Pearson High School. Myself, Santo, Hampton Steve, and Mac Daddy. And Mac Daddy is a key cog to the Ryan Show infrastructure. He does so much shit behind the scenes. There's like 20 dudes writing on your room. Shouts to all the guys there. Joe Skirdo, Justin from On Base Media. After Ryan Show Sports, I don't want to make this a commercial.
No, shout them out. They're all doing great work.
Fantastic work, boys.
The group text on Instagram is always popping off.
That's right, because you're part of the Ryan Show Sports. Like, Big T is like in charge, essentially, of the gambling department. For whatever it's worth.
I want to win some money this week, and I'm thinking about not doing I'm going to drop a bomb on the 14, like a larger than normal amount for normal people, and then I'm going to fucking, I'm going to keen in on 2 games and not be greedy. Maybe even win even money, but put a lot on it. And just try to build bank. And then if I see a game or good odds, like fucking make good money on a fucking parlay.
Everybody should be paying close attention to what Big T is saying. Big T is professional. He's a fucking professional. And
I had to file taxes the last couple of years because of it. You know what I mean? So
think about that. Like, you know, people will listen to ESPN and their predictions, but you know that these guys, I guess, well, maybe some.
hey, listen, you have to play like I lost tonight. You get back. You know, it's part of the game, but I'm trying to. When you chase it, you go for like I want like, $1 million. You know what is it? What's the goal? Like it's like shallow. I get people would say it's society, the fucked up society that people live in. Let's say that when I was a young kid, I always said I wanted to be a millionaire. You know what I mean? Like that's what I wanted to be. You know what I mean? I wanted $1 million, and that's what I'm striving to do one day in life. Like
You'll get it then.
and who knows what happens after that? You know, I'll be happy, satisfied, but like it's a goal. Like as a young kid, I remember saying I want to be a millionaire.
How about a billionaire? Hey, Matt, what would you do with $1 billion, Big T?
What would I do? What can you do without getting arrested? You know what I mean? Like anything you say.
Well, you have to pay half it immediately. You lose what? $500 million.
It'll sound. I'll tell you, all right.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh man.
I'm here, man. Thank you for having me.
Dominique Bridgehampton, superfood.
Yes.
Super.
Yes. Listen, maybe come out there. Maybe see if you're around. Freaking come by and cook some soup. Cook.
You could cook the sushi. That's,
No,
that's
no.
part of the umagoshi
Torture.
style. It's torching it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, what would you like? How is that pronounced?
Umagoshi.
No, like not cooking sushi.
Sushi.
We're sushi.
Torching.
No, like when you're making sushi, what's that called?
Rolling sushi.
Oh, we're rolling sushi.
Slicing
I
rice.
couldn't think of what the hell, like how to say it. Like
Yeah. Roll that shit up. Yo, so to those that don't know, I make sushi too. I'm the mayonnaise chef, is what they call me in Japan. I'm mayonnaise chef. Sandy, what does your dad call me?
Mayonnaise colored sushi set.
Also,
So.
that is what he calls us. But we're definitely gonna collaborate. We've got to do this on THC TV.
Listen,
Yellowtail.
listen, I'm able
salmon,
to.
tuna.
I was able to do it with the Mevo. You know, we should be able
Tuna,
to do it.
salmon,
It's
flute.
gonna be crazy.
I'm into it.
We tried doing it with Keith Murray, but it backfired on us.
All right, listen. Can we get away with putting medicated butter in the sticky rice or some sort of olive oil in there?
Yup.
You ready for this? I forgot all
Maybe
about
like coat the seaweed leaf with it a little.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just sneak it in on layers. And listen, you usually eat a lot of sushi. You know what I mean? Like you usually have one. Well, let's say we had one banana bread. You know what I mean? Like, but if it was sushi, you probably would have had a couple. So if we spread it out in the rice and in a sheet of the seaweed stuff, which I'm just.
Can't be the guinea pig for that. If you got things to do the next day.
Well, listen, I'm gonna attempt to. And no disrespect to you're a chef like yourself.
No worries.
I'm gonna try, but I want to medicate it. And I'm gonna medicate it with all my heart.
Absolutely,
Nothing more dishonorable than what happened the first time we tried to make a sushi show at Yamaku 2 years ago, where it was there was a day of drinking. It was an all-day drinking affair with Mike Dowd from the 7-5, Keith Murray, the rapper, Mike Dowd's girl, and we ended up to do the shoot at Yamaku, right? And we got some crazy looking footage, but like everybody was just too lit. You can imagine what it was like, Keith Murray, everybody else being all crazy. Then we go back and we try to do it again, right? And Keith Murray comes back when he's wearing like a Raven hat.
Oh my god.
He comes in wearing a Raven hat and he's making all these crazy videos and just.
He was the African booty scratcher at the Halloween party.
He goes to the most offensive angle he can take. The African booty scratcher is incredibly offensive.
Well, that's what he said he was.
I saw it hit the mask.
Yeah, sorry for touching your leg.
Crazy.
That was incidental leg contact, my man. But yeah, no, shout out to Keith Murray. He came on the show a couple times. Came down with my boy E that was on that passed on. The boxer came down on my birthday to watch the fights in the junkyard. Then
sorry to hear that. That's crazy.
yeah, no, he met up with him at the 4th of July show. Like he was like front row, like just loving the show. Keith Murray and him just hit it off. You know, like they're fighting in a couple of weeks. Tommy's coming, and they all came down. Hula Dula, the whole house ruler.
Yeah,
Son of Dolomite. Yeah, no, Hula Dula, the whole house ruler, Son of Dolomite. He was supposed to come on, and Uncle T. Roy and Keith Murray came down. But shout out to Murray. We're trying to get him on. It's just they're all out in fucking Brentwood.
It's a rough area.
It's far from Far Rockaway.
Yeah, it's usually scoop. Like Murray's my boy. It's just tough. Actually, such a ridiculous story. I might as well tell it here. I was out with Murray the other night, and long story short, he spews Hennessy all over the owner's faces. We go to a restaurant. I say, dude, we got some free drinks, some steaks waiting for us at the spot. My Italian friends are working with these guys over there. So sure enough, we get there. These two douchey Italian guys are dressed up island Italian guys, not like city Italian guys. You know what I'm saying? So Murray comes up, feels like he's being disrespected in some way, shape, or form. Asks for a shot of Henny, and then takes it back and spits it up like Triple H, all in their faces.
Oh my god. That's an awesome move. I love it.
All in their faces. I had to keep Murray. We gotta go now.
That's a great move.
Classic Murray. You know what it is? He says.
And it's Corona times.
And it's coronavirus, which is best.
Yeah.
And he's every time I hang out with him, he does something crazy. And he told me one time, he says, I know you're gonna talk about it on the radio. So I always try to do some crazy shit when I'm with him. So yeah, watch out. If you see us together, stay away.
Keith Murray, man. Yeah, he has a does music with like a rock band. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's sick.
The album's awesome. Yeah, he's playing it in the car, listening to.
He's got a good rock voice. Like.
Yeah, there was I talked about it before. There was an album for the movie. The fuck's the name of the movie? Judgment Night. Like back in I know I'm older than you. This like crazy like city type movie, Judgment Night, but the soundtrack was insane. Cypress Hill, House of Pain. It was all like mashed up rap rock stuff. And it just reminded me of that CD. You know what I mean? It was awesome. You know, it was like good to hear like a throwback shit like that. God, both the edibles dry my mouth up.
There's like a good suicide. There's a good song about suicide that he does.
Oh yeah.
I forgot the name of it. I wish I remember the name of his band. It's this damn edible that's gotten the best of me.
That was an awesome name too.
Yeah. Well, they're great. Look up Keith Murray rock suicide. I bet it'll come up. But
Yep.
it's got our endorsement here on the Ryan Show. And speaking on behalf of Yamaku, to help out my friend here. Very good.
How's the banana bread treating you, bro?
Very good. Thank you.
Well, thanks for coming on, guys. We just wanted to come up and talk, and I wanted to learn about a little sushi, some questions. You know what I mean? I never really talked to someone who was a sushi chef, and I love talking to chefs. I look up to you like I saw on my little stupid little dinky weed show. Like I just so happen to cook. Like I love it. I love cooking. I'm fat. I love food. You know, I respect it, and I respect what you do, and the tuna, milking the tuna. You know what I mean? Like use everything. You know, like
Very honorable job.
But thank you guys for coming on. Listen, we just wanted to talk a little. Just still working some new equipment and the cameras, and I'm trying to get used to it. See if I can do it by myself. Do a
Yo,
little
thank
test
you.
run.
And what you did a fine job. I was so impressed looking at you set the lights up, do the audio check. It was great. You did the sound check perfectly. Wonderful, Big T.
Awesome.
Congratulations. man.
Awesome.
Thanks
And
for
listen,
having us.
it was like I said, like, hey, let me see if I can do this. You know what I mean? And hopefully it went through. Who knows? Maybe there's no sound or who knows? But
We'll
listen,
find out. We'll find out.
I love doing this. I love talking, and thank you guys for having coming on. Stay tuned for THC TV and Yamaku taking over the Hamptons,
Let's go.
East Coast.
We're about to medicate your mother.
Yeah. Listen, my friend's girl was allergic to
Go.
alcohol, and he's a lush. And I'm like, yo, when you pull out and you come all over, since your alcohol's filled with cum, alcohol's filled with
Alcohol's
cum,
filled
cum's
with
filled with
cum.
alcohol, does it leave like a blotchy red like islands, like little archipelagos on a fucking stomach from an allergic reaction? He said no. Anticlimactic. But that's what he just made me think of. Listen, it's been another episode of the Big T Show.
Let's go.
We'll be back with James, Mateo, Reese, and the boys next week. We have an awesome guest, Joey Rinaldi, another comic. It's going to be hilarious. Stay tuned. Big T Show. Listen, remember, be the person you are when you're high. See you next week.